Have you ever wondered how cats learn their names? It's a question that often tickles the mind of many. You've likely noticed that a cat seems to recognize its name, pricking up its ears or turning its head when you call. It's a fascinating observation, isn't it? Cats, unlike dogs, seem to have a certain sense of identity, responding when their names are called out. But how does this process work? How do they learn their names? Stay tuned to find out how our feline friends learn their names. To understand how cats learn their names, think about their behavior. Cats, unlike their canine counterparts, are solitary hunters by nature. Their wild ancestors were solitary animals, and this trait has been passed down through generations. Today's domestic cats are independent creatures, often seen as aloof or indifferent. Their behavior is driven more by instinct and survival than by a desire to please their human companions. This independent streak is a big part of what makes cats, well, cats. They're not pack animals like dogs, who rely on their human companions for survival. Cats, on the other hand, are perfectly capable of fending for themselves. They're natural hunters, and their survival doesn't depend on being part of a pack or pleasing their owners. That doesn't mean cats don't enjoy human company or affection. Quite the contrary, they just show it in different ways. A cat might rub against your leg, purr when you stroke its fur, or even bring you a gift of a bird or mouse it's caught. These are all ways cats show their affection and trust. But what does this all have to do with learning their names? Well, because cats are independent creatures, the way they learn is different from dogs. Dogs are eager to please their owners and respond to their commands, so they learn their names quickly as a form of obedience. Cats, however, don't have the same drive to obey. They learn their names in a different way, and it's more about association than obedience. You see, when you repeatedly use your cat's name in a positive context, like during feeding time or when giving affection, your cat begins to associate that sound with positive experiences. Over time, they understand that the sound of their name means something good is about to happen. That's how cats learn their names. It's not about obedience, but about making positive associations. So, how does a creature with such an independent streak learn its name? Stay tuned as we delve deeper into the fascinating world of feline learning in the next scene. Cats learn their names in a unique way, different from dogs. To understand how this happens, we need to delve into the realm of associative learning. Now, what exactly is associative learning, you ask? It's a principle that suggests animals make connections between stimuli or events that occur together in the animal's environment. In the case of our feline friends, they associate the sound of their name with positive experiences or rewards. Let's paint a picture. Every time you open a can of tuna, your cat comes running, right? That's because your cat has associated the sound of the can opener with the delicious treat that follows. Similarly, when a cat hears its name followed by something good, like a belly rub or a tasty treat, it starts to understand that the sound of its name often leads to positive outcomes. But don't be fooled. This doesn't mean your cat understands its name in the way humans do. Cats don't have a sense of self-identity in the way we do. They don't think, "Oh, that's me." Instead, they think something along the lines of, "That sound means something good is about to happen." Repetition and consistency are key in this learning process. The more frequently you use your cat's name in positive contexts, the more likely it is to respond when you call it. It's like when you hear your favorite song on the radio. The first few times, it's just noise. But after hearing it repeatedly, you start to recognize it and may even start bobbing your head when it comes on. However, let's set the record straight. Cats are notorious for their independence and sometimes aloof nature. Even if your cat has learned its name, it doesn't mean it will come running every time you call. Unlike dogs, who are pack animals and naturally inclined to obey their leaders, cats are solitary hunters. They don't have the same instinct to please their humans. So, if you find your cat giving you the cold shoulder, don't take it personally. It's not a reflection of your cat's affection for you. It's simply a testament to their independence and natural instincts. In conclusion, while teaching your cat its name can be a fun and rewarding process, it's important to remember that each cat is unique. Some may quickly learn to respond to their names, while others may never seem to make the connection. But that's okay. The most important thing is that you understand and respect your cat's individual personality and instincts. Remember, While cats can learn their names, their response is not always guaranteed. Now that we know how cats learn their names, how can we apply this knowledge? Teaching your cat its name is not as complicated as it may seem. The secret lies in repetition, reward, and positive association. Let's delve into some practical tips that can make this learning process smoother and more enjoyable for both you and your feline friend. Firstly, repetition is key. Cats respond to sounds they hear often. Therefore, you should aim to use your cat's name regularly. When you're feeding your cat, when you're playing with it, or even when it's nap time, sprinkle their name into your interactions. This consistent repetition will help your cat become familiar with its name. Secondly, rewards are crucial in this learning process. When your cat responds to its name, make sure to reward it immediately. This could be in the form of a treat, a pet, or even verbal praise. This will encourage your cat to associate its name with positive experiences, making it more likely to respond in the future. Now let's talk about tone. Cats are very sensitive to tone of voice. Always use a friendly, positive tone when calling your cat by its name. This will create a positive association with the name. Avoid using your cat's name in a stern or negative tone, as this may create a negative association and discourage your cat from responding. Remember, patience is essential. Unlike dogs, cats are not as quick to learn their names. It may take some time before your cat starts responding to its name. Don't be discouraged if progress seems slow. Each cat learns at its own pace. Lastly, consistency is important. Try to use the same name and avoid nicknames during the learning process. This will prevent confusion and help your cat understand that the name you are using refers to it. With patience and consistency, your cat will start to recognize its name. And once that happens, you'll have a new way to bond with your feline friend. So grab those treats, put on your friendliest voice, and start calling your cat by its name. Happy teaching! So let's sum up what we've learned about how cats learn their names. Cats, as we've established, are unique creatures with their own set of behaviors. Unlike dogs, they don't primarily rely on social cues but are driven by their instincts and survival needs. This individualistic nature may make them seem aloof, but it's simply their way of navigating the world. Moving on to the learning process, we delved into the concept of associative learning. Cats don't necessarily comprehend language the way we do. Instead, they associate sounds like their names with certain experiences or actions. Over time, they begin to understand that when a particular sound is made, their name for instance, it usually leads to something they enjoy, like food or affection. This is essentially how they learn their names. Lastly, we shared some practical tips for teaching your cat its name. Consistency is key. Use their name frequently, especially during positive interactions. Keep the name short and distinct, and try to avoid changing it. Reward them when they respond, reinforcing the association between their name and positive experiences. But remember, patience is important. Cats are not like dogs. They may take a little longer to respond to their names, and that's okay. Each cat is an individual with its own pace of learning. Remember, every cat is unique, so don't be discouraged if your cat takes a little longer to learn its name. We've reached the end of our journey into the feline mind. Thank you for exploring with us. We encourage you to share your own experiences of teaching your cats their names in the comments. Let's learn from each other and grow a community that truly understands our feline companions. Remember, each cat is unique, so don't be disheartened if your furry friend takes a bit longer to learn. Patience is key. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more fascinating insights into our feline friends.